In the beginning of the movie, we are told that when this world was created, there were 4 such gods who had a lot of powers, and they had saved heaven from all enemies. But then one day, the king of all demons, whose name was Monkey King, challenges these 4 to a fight. However, the 4 of them face him and try their best to defeat him. But because that demon king was so brave and powerful that these 4 could not stand in front of him, and he easily defeated them one by one. So now the biggest god, Buddha himself, has to come here to stop Monkey King. Monkey King also fights them, but Buddha, who was very powerful and big, kills him with a punch, and then he is taken away and imprisoned in the same place. Many years after this incident, a child is shown to us, to whom the gods of the mountains were showing the way to move forward. This was the same mountain that had imprisoned Monkey King. After moving a little further, the child decides to leave the gods of the mountains and go inside alone. As soon as a strange cave came in this cave, suddenly there was darkness there. But as he moved forward, the child's attention was not there. The road was over, so he fell down a lot from above. Fortunately, he did not get hurt. He moved forward, where he saw a very big statue of Buddha. He was coming forward and looking at the statue of Buddha, when a very powerful demon came in front of him. As soon as he looked at the child carefully, the light began to shine in his eyes, from which we understood that he was no one but Monkey King. And as Buddha had imprisoned him here for the last 500 years, his mental balance had deteriorated to a great extent. He acts like a madman. He was very angry. As soon as he got up and tried to run away from here, the shield on him blocked his way. He tries to break the shield by punching, but the shield pushes him backwards. After that, the shield comes from all sides and attacks him. One by one, he comes and hits him hard, which hurts him a lot. He falls back on the ground again. The child felt bad to see Monkey King in pain. He comes in front and reveals this secret. "Monkey King, I have come here to free you, which a god has told me to do. For this purpose, God has given me a magical stick, which has so much power that it will break this field that is stopping you." As soon as the child showed him the stick, he began to fly in the air, in which the magical light began to shine. As soon as the stick goes up, it turns into that god who wanted to free Monkey King from here. He shows him a small magical box, which slowly goes into his hand. God tells him to be relaxed, not to be angry. You are being temporarily freed from here. If you want complete freedom, then you have to take this magical box to the heart of the mountains in the main area. There you will get all your powers back. Knowing this, Monkey King was so happy that he started laughing like crazy. And because he was not patient, he breaks the shield and goes out of these mountains. He did not take the child with him. Now it is obvious that he was so powerful that due to such a strong fall, he started moving all over the place, with which all the debris there starts falling down, which destroys everything here. As soon as he came out, he was very happy because the fresh air here was giving him a lot of peace. With his eyes closed, he was enjoying. Then he went to the side where the child was standing, because somehow he also escaped from the mountains and came out. He holds Monkey King's hand and tries to ask for help. Showing the stick, he says that whoever had come to you, they also need your help, so come with me. But Monkey King started getting angry by getting his hand released from the child. He throws the stick away. He says that in the future, do not mention any god in front of me because I hate all the gods. I have been in a lot of pain because of him. Now King's eyes were on a demon girl who was scared. She was running away from someone by saving her life. There was a big monster behind him who was holding a weapon in his hand. As soon as he saw the weapon on the mountain, the girl ran away and fell. The name of this girl was Yin, who upset the king of monsters, because the girl had refused to marry this monster. He started attacking the girl again with his own weapon. But fortunately, Monkey King came there and grabbed his weapon and stopped the girl from attacking. Monkey King punched the monster hard, which made him tremble. But then he attacked Monkey King carefully. The weapon was attacking him again and again. He was attacking the stones and throwing them towards Monkey King. But he was getting away from his attacks every time. But the monster still does not stop. Wherever he was going, the monster was hitting his weapon. But finally, Monkey King is hit once, which makes him fly away and fall. Thinking him weak, the monster moved forward to attack him so that Monkey King dies. As soon as he moved his weapon forward, the monster stopped, because Yin had controlled him. The monster's favorite thing was going to his mountain and burning it according to its own. Because the attack was stopped, Monkey King took advantage of this and attacked the monster. With this, the monster falls far away and his weapon starts spinning in the air. Monkey King kicks the weapon and turns it towards the monster. The spinning weapon comes straight and gets stuck in the monster's neck, which killed him. He becomes a raft and blows the wind from here. Seeing this, Yin was very happy. Monkey King started going from there. So Yin came to him and said, "Thank you, Monkey King, for saving my life, and I need another help from you. My friend is also stuck in the city of demons. His life is in danger, so I want to save him. Please help me." But Monkey King says and forbids him to move aside. "I'm not going to help you, because I have no interest in saving lives." But then he thought that the way to my destination, that is, the heart of the mountain, the main area, is only known to the god of the forest, which is in the city of demons. So finally, he was ready to help. He decides to go there. When he reached there were a lot of different kinds of monsters and demons there, which looked very scary. A celebration was being held there. All the demons and monsters were worshipping the Dragon King. Monkey King was very angry to see the situation here, because after his departure, people called him in such a way that now no one even knows his name, because of which he got even more angry. To stop the position, a glass throws towards a man who was playing the guitar. As soon as the glass collided with him, the music stopped, and everyone's attention went to Monkey King. So he starts moving towards him. Now she can't recognize him. Says, "Who are you? Tell me your identity." He shows his face to everyone, and he knows that he is Monkey King. Everyone starts laughing at him, because he had lost a lot of his powers. Now it was obvious that he was weak, so everyone started laughing at him while making fun of him. Seeing this, Monkey King got angry. He hits that demon hard, which was insulting him the most. That demon falls very far. He got so injured that he died there. Seeing this, the other demons went ahead to attack him. He kicks one and removes it. Along with that, a lot of demons also run and fall. Sitting on the other, he started throwing the others away, as if they are toys for him, after which he also throws that demon away, on which he was sitting. He throws a round thing towards the demons and hits, due to which a lot of demons are killed. Then he picks up some demons and throws them on the others, and in this way, he defeats almost all the demons, after which he comes and collides with a very big pillar in the hall. As soon as this happens, the sheet from the pillar is removed. It was found that this is actually the most powerful weapon of Monkey King, which is being used as a pillar here. It was tied with chains, and with the help of it, the whole building was standing. Seeing this, Monkey King was also surprised. Along with that, he also started getting angry that my weapon is being used as a material of the building. Then he jumped quickly and came to the top of the building. Before he got his weapon released, Dragon King comes here and attacks him. He picks up Monkey King and throws him away, because he actually came here to take revenge for that monster, which was killed by Monkey King in the mountains. As soon as he fell down, Monkey King got angry. He also came up to attack Dragon King to retaliate, but he disappears like a black cloud and attacks Monkey King. He picks up Monkey King, throws him away, and kills him. He brings it in front of him and attacks his stomach, after which he picks it up again and drops it far away, and he collides with his weapon and falls far away. Meanwhile, the child was with him. The base of the demons, which was a cave, succeeds in coming there. They started moving forward. Fortunately, they also succeed in finding that god, who will help them and Monkey King, who was sitting with his eyes closed on a stone at this time. When these people touched him, he opened his eyes. Yin and the child were happy to know that he was alive. Here, God opens his fist, which had a golden butterfly, who was none other than Yin's friend. To save her, she was telling Monkey King. Because she was safe, Yin was very happy to see her. God comes and talks to the demons. When they realized their presence, then they come here quickly, before they were attacked. God joined his fingers and started doing magic, by which all three disappear from here and come to the top of the building. where the fight between Monkey King and Dragon King was going on. God pleads with Dragon King that please end the fight and let us go from here. But he still does not stop. He answers this question with an attack. He attacks them with his own hand and wraps them in black smoke, with which a shield came all around them. That's why they have to go back helplessly. Now Dragon King grabs Monkey King and puts him in the air. He started hurting him by making a circle of smoke all around him. Then slowly he starts trying to crush him. But God uses his power to break the magic of Dragon King, by which Monkey King became free. Dragon King also runs and falls. He again started attacking them with black smoke, but God takes them away from here and makes them disappear. These people now came to a deserted jungle, where Monkey King asks God to tell me the location of the heart of the mountains. God said, "I don't know that. Only your master knew about it, who has died many years ago, because he had sacrificed his life for you, so that gods and Buddha could not kill you, to save your life." Knowing this, Monkey King was very sad. He regrets that my master was killed because of my pride and arrogance. Now God also comes here in his own form and takes the form of a stick, which Monkey King quickly catches. He also has a magic box, and now they are his new friends. These children decide to find the way to the heart of the mountains through the stick box. The next morning, they set out to go to that strange place. They were moving forward through the jungle. During their journey, Monkey King gets a lot of fun with his friends. They came near the river and started enjoying. Then they stop at a place in the jungle, cook food, and start eating. Moving forward, they come to a very big peak. Monkey King came to a place and stood up and started looking around. He was guessing where we should go now. That's when he started feeling strange. He was feeling that something was going to go wrong, because suddenly the shape of the clouds changed. While walking, black clouds came there. Along with that, a lot of black shadows come behind them, which takes the form of a human body, but they did not have a face. Instead of cumin, there was only black smoke. It is known that they are the servants of the Dragon King, who came here to kill Monkey King. Two of them turn around and hit their stick on the ground, from which a storm began to rise there, which spreads a lot as soon as you see it. Black smoke began to spread everywhere, which Monkey King started flying them and the child in the air. Monkey King himself was trying to put his feet on the ground, but both of them were flying in the air. Monkey King tried to hold his hand, but he flew quite far. Then they start falling down. Then two servants came flying and put their sticks around Monkey King's neck and drop him down. They had caught Monkey King, but before they could kill him, suddenly a flying cloud, which was actually a rider. She came there and saved Monkey King and took him away. In this ride, there was also Yin and the child. This ride was called by the child. He was controlling it himself. Monkey King is very surprised to see this, but because the child was also small, the rider was not able to control him. She starts shaking, because of which her magical stick falls down, which fell in a pond in the village near that pond. There was also a monster who had troubled the people of the village. Everyone wanted to get rid of him. They were praying together. For this purpose, they had also called a demon hunter, who was going to help them get rid of the demon, it seemed to them, with his strange actions. That demon hunter is just a name. He has come here to collect money from these people. Demon hunter is a hunter who catches these demons. He was doing his ritual. At that time, black clouds began to fall in the sky, with which there were 3 lights in the sky, which were moving towards the ground. And she does not come anywhere else. She comes to their village and falls. All the villagers go to that place and check. There they find Monkey King, Yin, and the child, because their ride came here and landed. The villagers sat on their knees in front of them and started bowing, because they felt that these 3 have come from heaven to help these people. The demon hunter was very angry that they are not paying attention to me. They turned towards them, so here he brings his real face in front. As soon as he did the fingers in front, he had a strange nose, and the ears also came out in a strange way, because he was actually a demon, not a demon hunter. He comes to people and tells them that he is Monkey King, who is so powerful that he will kill that demon for you. Demon hunter tells Monkey King everything, that there is a dangerous demon in the river, who kills every person who goes near the river, and then eats them and kills them. But Monkey King does not take any interest in this, because saving someone's life, or losing someone's life, he did not care. But when he sees people in trouble, and her friends also started insisting, then he agrees to help the villagers, decides that I will stay here, I will face that demon, I will fight him and kill him. With this, everyone in the village started their own work. He started melting his metal things and collecting teeth so that he could make a weapon for Monkey King. Then, after a lot of hard work, he finally succeeds in making a weapon, which was so long and heavy that a lot of people had to pick it up. But the surprising thing happened. That Monkey King put his hand on it and picked it up with one hand. Seeing this, all the villagers were very happy, with which he puts the weapon on his shoulder and makes him smile, because he was ready to fight the demon. He comes to the bank of the river and stands. While the rest of the villagers hid in different places, they sat with their eyes on the river, so that the monster that came to attack, he could also attack him with his own weapons. Now, in a little while, that demon monster started to appear in the water, which was slowly moving towards Monkey King. It was like a giant fish, that is, a very big fish in size. Then that demon broke the fish and jumped very high. He jumps towards him to attack Monkey King. He had his big mouth open so that he could swallow it and eat it. Monkey King quickly turned. With his weapon, which was like a rod, he stopped the demon and pulled it away. Then he dragged it away with the help of the rod. He attacks the demon again, with which the demon falls very far. Monkey King attacked him again. This time the demon came down very high and fell, but because he had become a little weak, he had to come in the human form. Monkey King also jumped and came to him. He taunts that you are so weak. You attack by hiding in the water, and now see you have become so weak that you had to take the form of a human. Hearing this, the demon got so angry that he attacks Monkey King again with his rod, but Monkey King kept waving in the air and kept avoiding his attacks, after which he attacks the demon with his weapon and throws it into the water. Seeing this, all the villagers are very happy. They put their weapons in the air and start chanting for Monkey King, because they felt that the demon had died, and they had won. But the villagers were unaware that the demon was still alive. They were absolutely safe, which was floating in the water. Then suddenly he jumped out, with a big open mouth. He starts moving towards where the people were standing, but the demon hunter then comes forward and catches his face with both his hands. Then he leaves him, kicks him and throws him into the air, and he himself jumped in the air behind him. He attacked the demon with his sharp weapon, and he falls straight into the water. As soon as this happens, people start pulling the ropes, because they had caught the demon in the net, the trap that was tied here through the ropes. So this way he wins this war, after which everyone gathers at one place to celebrate their victory. They start enjoying. Then they thank Monkey King, that you saved the lives of us villagers. You saved us from such a big danger. But everyone was surprised to know this, when Monkey King says that the real character of this thank you is the demon hunter, because he had convinced me to stay here and fight the demon. Hearing this, the villagers start thanking him too, and that girl who liked the demon hunter. They allow him to marry her, even though they know that he himself is a demon. But when she was sitting alone, then Monkey King comes to her and gives her the flute, which had fallen in the river, which Monkey King had taken out from there. She was very happy to get these flutes, to thank Monkey King. She puts her head on his chest, but she is quite surprised to know this, that her heart is not beating. Then she finds out that Monkey King's heart is missing somewhere. Then she says to him that I promise you, I will help you find your heart so that you can get your power back. These people were unaware of this, that there is a very big danger around them. The child was sitting at one place and eating food. At that time, a dangerous dark force takes it away, after which all the villagers who were eating food very badly killed. Now when Monkey King and Yin came back, they were very scared to see the situation, but there was no use. Everyone was dead. But the village leader who had a little life left, his mouth was bleeding. His condition was also very bad. He tells them to run away from here, which he also breaks his breath. Demon Hunter happily came to his friend, with whom he was going to get married. He was not in a bad condition on the ground. His mouth was also bleeding. Demon Hunter quickly takes him in his lap, and the next moment he dies, because of which he was so sad. Then Monkey King came out, where some people attacked him. Those enemies were scattered in different places. Then Monkey King starts fighting with them. These were actually the people of Dragon King, and he did the same with the villagers. She was chasing him to kill Monkey King. She had come here. Seeing this, Monkey King was very angry. He goes to attack Dragon King with all his strength, but because the power of Monkey King, there was nothing in front of him. That's why he makes a black smoke, by making a shield around him. He breaks the shield and attacks Monkey King. He picked him up and threw him, like Monkey King is a toy. Then they also came here to fight him. But Dragon King with his smoke, he also attacked him and threw him away. Then Dragon King started making fun of Monkey King. That was all the strength. "Oh no, you have become so weak." Saying this, he puts his hand forward to attack Monkey King for the last time. But everyone is surprised to see that. He stopped before the attack, which actually that little kid, to save everyone. The kid used all his strength here. He makes a shield and pushes Dragon King. He fell there. After calming down, Dragon King realized that this kid has a lot of power. That's why he wrapped the kid in himself. He starts pulling all his powers inside him. The kid's companion, a demon, attacks Dragon King so that he can save his companion, the kid. But he attacks him and throws him away. Now Dragon King had a chance. He takes the kid and runs away from here. Monkey King was in a very bad condition. He was lying on one side. The kid started crawling towards him because he was also very injured. He was thinking of Monkey King, that he is going to die. In the meantime, the same stick god came here, who tells him that if you want to save Monkey King, then you have to sacrifice yourself and your friend Butterfly. For this, the kid agreed, and as soon as he rang his bell, his friend Butterfly came there, who sits on top of Monkey King, with whom Monkey King started dreaming. In this, his master was asking, "Have you found the heart of the mountains?" Mr. Monkey King sits on his knees in front of him, with shame. "No, I'm sorry. I haven't been able to find it yet." But then he tells the masters that you are unaware of this. But in fact, you have found that place. What he said, he returns all his powers to Monkey King. This made Monkey King realize that this means, my fight is not over yet. There is a big job left that I have to do. And then he found out that Yen is going to die because he had given him all his powers. He sacrificed himself for Monkey King. Monkey King picks him up in his arms. He said that you are very dear to me, but unfortunately I am not able to do anything to save you. Yen says, "You don't care about my life. It was important for you to survive." As soon as she puts her hand on his heart, this time she was able to hear the heartbeat of Monkey King, with whom she was suffocating in his hands. With a flash of light, his body disappeared from there. Looking at the sky, he starts calling his flying cloud. As soon as the cloud came there, Monkey King sat on it and started flying from there to go to the enemy, that is, towards the Dragon King. And it was unknown from this that the Dragon King had absorbed all the powers of the child, due to which his second friend, the child, also died. He now goes to the hall where the celebration was being held, and he starts looking at his weapon carefully. It was being used on the pillar, after which he gathers all his powers. It happens that the chain is broken on it, and now he is able to pick up that big pillar, and because the whole building was supported by it, so everything starts getting destroyed. The building was breaking fast, and because the Dragon King was also the same, so he also starts falling down, where the fire was lit, while Monkey King is able to come to the top floor with his weapon. But we see that the Dragon King was able to save himself, which comes in front with its dangerous form. It was looking like a very ugly demon, but Monkey King does not get scared at all, and moves forward with his weapon. By moving the stick, he had many parts, but he just keeps moving forward while stopping us, after which he makes his weapon big. From there, the Dragon King started attacking him again, but Monkey King stops the attack by turning his weapon into a stick, which lead to a big explosion that loudly reasons the end of the Dragon King. This time, the Dragon King dies, but due to his weakness, Monkey King falls back on ground and recovers. But when he got back on his feet, he was very surprised seeing that I was floating in the clouds. She heard a voice telling her, "Well done, Monkey King. You have finally reached your destination." Yes, this is the same place you were looking for, the heart of the mountains. And because he had lost his dear friends Yin and Baby in this journey, his humanity had also returned. And now he becomes a good demon who will always help people, because he had learned this from his friends. Also, he was very happy to see that my two friends are in heaven, where he is very happy and enjoying. He promises them that I will always do good work and protect humanity, because they were both good, so they went to heaven. And now Monkey King had also decided to be good forever. And with this movie ends here.